Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Sunday School. We're so glad that you are here, and today, my name is Myrna Wahba, and today we have our special guest with us. Can you tell them your name?
My name is Eugenia.
Eugenia, that's a very beautiful name. So today, Eugenia, we are going to learn about one of the great and famous Tamavs. Do you know what Tamav means? Well, Tamav is a Coptic word for mother. What is it? What does Tamav mean?
Mother.
Mother, yeah, good job. So, we're gonna learn about Tamav Irini, right? Do you see? She's the one in the black right here. She was this really great and famous Tamav. And you're actually dressed like her today. Can you turn to show our friends? Yeah, good job, thank you. And so, today, we're learning about Tamav Irini. Tamav Irini, she was a very amazing saint. And when she was little, she grew up in a Christian household where she learned how to love God and how to pray. And she used to love to go to Sunday school. Isn't that right? Do you love to go to Sunday school? Yeah, because we learn a lot in Sunday school, don't we? So, she used to love to read her Bible. She used to love to go to liturgy, and she used to love to pray. And when she grew up, she decided that she wanted to go to an all-girls monastery. Do you know what an all-girls monastery is? Well, an all-girls monastery is a place where the girls who love Jesus so much that they want to spend the rest of their life with him, that's where they go. And they go there and they serve God and they pray to God at all times. What do?
No.
They serve and they pray to God at all times. And so Tamav Irini, she really wanted to go to this girls' monastery. And so she decided that she was going to pray to God to guide her and to show her what he wanted her to do. So one day, while she was praying, guess who appeared to her? It was Saint Philipiter the martyr. And he told her that he wanted her to go to his monastery in Cairo, Egypt, and he wanted her to go there. And so she was so happy. She was so happy. And she was so happy that God listened to her prayers and that he sent her one of his saints to tell her to go to this monastery in Egypt. So she went to this monastery in Egypt, and after a couple of years, guess what happened? She became the head of the monastery. Do you know what the head means? The head means that she's like the president of the monastery. Like she's the principal of the monastery. And so that means that she has a lot of responsibilities, doesn't she? Yeah. And so one of her responsibilities was to look after all the sisters that lived there and all the monks that lived there. And this was a very big responsibility. And so do you know who she would call on to help her? She would always call on the intercessions of Saint Mary and Saint Philipiter the martyr. And so one day they decided that they wanted to rebuild and renovate the church. And this was a very big job. And so she went to one of the carpenters. Do you know what a carpenter is? Kinda?
Yeah.
You do? What is it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, it's okay. The carpenter, they help to build stuff. And so she went to this carpenter and she asked him, "Excuse me, sir, can you please put a big door in this really big wall?" And so the carpenter said, "Okay." So he decided to go and to build a big door in this really big wall. Except there was a problem. The problem was that the door was delayed. It didn't come in on time. And so all the monks and Tamav Irini and all her sisters, they had to live in this monastery without a door. And that's so scary, isn't it? Because, like, imagine if you were at your house and there was no door, like, at your house. So, like, anybody could walk in. You do not have a door. So they felt super unsafe. One of the monks came to her and he told her, "Tamav Irini, I'm upset because I'm scared for the safety of all my fellow monks and all the other Tamavs." And so she told him, what did she tell him? Do you know? She told him that all we can do is pray to God. And so Tamav Irini, she started to pray to God, and she would ask him to look after the monastery and to keep them safe. And do you know what God did? Guess how many saints he sent? He sent 3 saints. How many saints? 3 saints. Say 3 saints.
16.
Yeah, 3 saints. And these 3 saints were Saint Flopatir, Saint Mina, and Saint George. And so God sent them to protect the front of the monastery, right? This is important because this teaches us that God is always there to protect us and that he always wants our safety because God is our Father in heaven. Isn't that right? Yeah. Do we love God? Yes, because God is our Father in heaven and he's always there to protect us. And whenever we ask of him, he's always listening and he will always provide for us. So today's verse of the day is, we are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. Can you repeat after me? I'll say one part and then you guys say one part. Okay? So, we are surrounded
We're surrounded
by a great cloud
by a great cloud
of witnesses.
of witnesses.
Good job. One more time. We are surrounded
We're surrounded
by a great cloud
by a great cloud
of witnesses.
of witnesses.
Good job. I hope everyone said it out loud with me. Okay, so now we're gonna do our arts and crafts. If you have a paper and some pencils, get them out and join us, okay? So we are going to draw a cross. So draw one line. And then we're gonna do our prayer hands because our hands should always be lifted up towards God and to his cross and we should always be praying, right? Okay, so we're gonna put our hands here and we're gonna trace our hands. Good job. Now we're gonna do our other hands on the other side of the cross. Yeah. Good job. So these represent that our hands, one more time, should always be lifted up to the cross and to God. We should always be asking for his help because he's our Father in heaven. He loves us so much and he's always listening to our prayers. I hope that you guys had a really great time and I hope that you enjoyed our Sunday school lesson today. I'll see you next episode and always remember that God is always with us and he's always looking for our protection. Bye.
Bye.